What's up, everybody? We got a bunch of beautiful ladies in the house tonight. Let's fucking go.
Hey.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
Yes, we are back. We got another show, guys. We finally got a panel for y'all, and we're fucking live. Let's go. Welcome to the Purple Pod, episode 37 tonight, guys. Number one show in the world for dating. Started right here in Dallas, Texas. Please make sure to like the video right now if you are coming in. Subscribe. Go follow the podcast Instagram. Check out the TikTok, our Facebook. We're live to both right now. We're on Twitch and Facebook, right now. Check out the Rumble, our Twitter. Go sign up for my new mentorship program that I got, the Emergence Values Mentorship Program, if you're a guy that needs help dating right now. Our new Patreon just made, if you want to check that also I got girls getting kicked out on there. It's pretty fucking funny. If you really want to show some support, join the membership right here on YouTube, please. I got some really cool emojis that you can use in chat if you do want to do something like that. Check out the merch store also if you want to buy some merch and support that way. And if you ever want to book a one-on-one call with me, just hit me up on my neck. I'm on there as well. We're also streaming to all audio platforms right now, guys. Apple, Spotify, Google, all of them. Just if you're one of those audio people, go check us out on there. Shout out to my producer tonight. We got JR, no JR in the house tonight. Sorry, JR's not here. But we got Donnie in the house. Thank you so much. And my girl's helping out in the background. Thank you so much. And we got Sir Hill Speaks in the house tonight, bro. Shout out to you for coming on. I really appreciate you for coming again. This is your third time on the show.
Appreciate you, brother.
Probably the most loved person of all my fans, and like all the girls when they come on and stuff. You're by far the most wanted person all the time. So thank you for coming on again. You're always, and my channel grows a lot with you, bro. I really appreciate you always coming. We got some really beautiful ladies in the house tonight. Let's start on this side, and we're just gonna start with your name, your age, your education level, what do you do for work. You can flex on us for your credit score if you want or something. Just go ahead.
Okay, my name is Brandy. I'm 27 years old. I'm currently a special education teacher.
Can you talk a little closer?
Yes, I have a master's degree in May, actually. I'm on my last class. I graduate with applied behavior analysis. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Nice.
Congrats.
Congrats. And what about you? Thank you for coming back. I know you're a return guest, aren't you? Yeah.
Of course. My name is Calcdon. I am 26 years old. I graduated from Texas Tech. Now I'm back doing my master's. I'm director of operations for a real estate company. And I think that's it.
Yeah. I think that's all of it. Yeah. Name. Oh, thank you for coming back again. Name, age, education level, what do you do for work?
Hey y'all, I'm Jalen Rose. I'm 21. I went to school a little bit, but yeah, I'll go back one day. I'm a model, I'm an A&R, and I also bartend.
Okay, nice. Sir Hill, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself for everybody a little bit more.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one of the only Sir Hill Speaks. I am a podcaster, I am an author, and I am a speaker, and I talk about relationships. It's all that I do. Glad to be back here with the one of the only Purple Pill podcast, here for a great show.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you so much. And for you, what's your name, your age, your education level, what do you do for work?
Okay, I'm Niche West. I am 34. I'll be 35 in May. Yes, still looking good, period. I'm a billing representative for a company, and also I'm an independent sports media, and my media stage is Niche West Agenda. So
okay,
that's what's up.
Hustling, yeah. What about you?
Niche.
Your name, your age, education level, what do you do for work? And you've came here before also, right?
Yes.
Yeah, welcome back. Thank you so much.
My name is Crystal. I'm 23 years old. I got a little college. I went to Mississippi State for a little while, then I left. But I do music, and I have a baby clothing line for my baby. It's called Soprano. So come shop.
Crystal,
Nice,
I love your accent.
I was about to say that, absolutely.
You
Super strong, yeah.
Number that Mississippi in the building now.
Yeah. We gotta have her on with
Mommy Three Loves.
Yeah, Mommy Three Loves one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Mommy Three Loves. What about you? What's your name, your age, your education level? What do you do for work?
My name is Raina. I'm 26. I have a master's in public administration, and I work in talent acquisition for a healthcare organization.
Okay. How old were you again?
26.
26.
Nice.
Wow, that's a really good job for your age. All right. Well, now I'm just going to get into the questions. Tonight we don't usually have like a really set topic, but there's a really cool new statistic that came out from was it the CDC or no? I can't remember who posted this one, but it just came out a few days ago, so we're going to kind of talk about that. But to start, I want to start by asking a question of What's y'all's preference as far as the type of guy that y'all date? Do you want somebody that's older than you, younger than you? If there's a specific age, what is it? Go ahead.
Being 26, I would say my age range is 25 to 31 with no kids.
25 to 31 with no kids.
And this is long-term relationship, not someone you're
Yeah,
just trying to date.
yeah. We're not going to say just sex. We're going to say somebody that you want to have a long-term relationship with, possibly marry one day.
Yeah, long-term.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm 23, so I'll do 22 to 26.
22 to 26. Okay. So you would take a guy serious that's even younger than you, just a year?
Yeah, 22.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you dated a guy that was younger than you?
Yeah, but he was 2 years younger than me. And that was
a little
shit
too
show.
immature.
How long ago was that?
That was probably like not that long ago.
How long were you with him?
How long was we? Well, we was never in a relationship. We was just
talking. Oh, it was
talking.
just one of them things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's not that serious. But yeah, what about you?
So for me, I'm gonna say the age of the guy that I'm interested in. So 35.
35. Oh, so are you interested in a guy right now?
Yes.
Yeah, he's 35.
Mhm.
And you're 34, right?
Yeah.
So that's perfect. He's just a year older. Sir Hale, I gotta ask you. You know, does age really matter? For you, like, I mean, I know you're married and stuff, but did that matter whenever you were choosing your wife, or when you got married and stuff, or did you not really care about it at all?
I prefer somebody older, and the reason why is because in my mind I was mature. I knew what I wanted to do, so I needed a woman who wasn't crazy. So I needed somebody older.
You needed a more mature woman.
Absolutely.
Okay.
How old are you?
I am 35.
And how old is your wife?
38.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a little bit, like,
Yeah.
not much more. Yeah. What about you? What's the age that you're looking for your spouse?
So for me, my dating range was for sure anywhere between 2 and 5 years older than me. My boyfriend's 2 years older than me, so like
That's perfect, kind of.
Yeah, he right there.
Yeah.
So
We'll take it.
2 to 5.
What about you?
I think I agree, like 2 to 5, but I can't date. I'm 26, 27 and above is what I can date. I can't date younger or even around my age, even 28. I don't know.
It needs to be a few years older.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I've tried my hand with dating somebody younger than me. This past summer, actually, it was, like you said, a shit show. So I prefer to go older.
You prefer to go older now?
Right, been there.
Okay. Now I want to know the guy that y'all had the most burning, genuine desire for. And what I mean by that is, like, you really loved him. Like, really, really, like, locked in on this guy. I want to know, how old was he compared to y'all's age? How, like, I want to know, like, was he the same age as y'all? Was it a high school sweetheart? Was it a guy that was a few years older? Can y'all just give the age of the guy that you loved the most in your whole life?
26, the same age as me.
Same age as you. Was it a high school sweetheart?
No.
No? It was after, like, in college or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
He was a year older than me.
A year older? What about you?
He was like 9 years younger than me.
9 years younger than you?
Yes.
Man. And he had you digmatized?
Oh my God.
It wasn't just that. Like, it was an on and off thing for 4 years. So we had our trials and tribulations. Like, I was there. Well, he was there for me when my father passed. So it's a lot of stuff that contributes to why we cared for each other.
Yeah, it was an emotional bond. Isn't that what they call it? Yeah, emotional bond.
I sure couldn't do math.
I guess can I ask you that? I guess not really. Yeah, I can't really ask you that.
Don't get me in trouble, man.
Yeah. Well, so what about you? Like, what's the guy that you love the most? How old was he compared to you?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really care about nobody else till
The guy you're with right now.
The current person. So probably.
And he's the same.
23. He's 23.
Yeah. Okay. And what about you?
He was 26. I was 23.
He was 26. You were 23. What about you?
We were the same age. His birthday is just a couple of months before mine.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking this is because there's this new statistic that just came out this week. It's been all over the news. It's literally been all over CNN. It's been all over everything because a lot of the sex debate doesn't get brought up a lot because if guys or certain people bring it up, on CNN and those big talk shows, you're instantly really fucking like called out as on like, what about the women? Like, men, like screw men because it's a patriarchy, all this shit. So it usually never comes up, but this did come up because the numbers are really bad right now. 64% of men under the age of 29, 18 to 29, are not in a relationship right now. 34% of women are. So that means that women in between the ages of 18 and 29, they must be dating up to guys that are above 30. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, if y'all ever wonder like why there's so many guys that are in that 20 to 30s bracket that don't want a relationship, it's because there's only 1/3 of them that are in one. and if you look at the sex statistics, only 1/3 of men aren't even having sex right now. Every year they don't even have sex.
It's because they don't want relationships.
But I was just.
Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to kind of talk about today. I want to know. So we're gonna divide it into 3 different groups. We're gonna say there's 1/3 that are in relationships and they're having sex. There's 1/3 of men that are not having any sex and they're not in a relationship, obviously. And there's 1/3 of guys in the middle that aren't in relationships but they're having sex. I want to talk about those guys the most right now. I want to know, why do you think that they are like single? Like, why do you think that they're not having serious relationships?
I think that they're not having serious relationships just because they don't want to, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as they're clear and concise about, what they want going into whatever they're doing, dealing with a girl. But I did read that study. I sent it to my friends.
What about you? Why do you think that those guys are not choosing to be in relationships but they're still having sex? That 1/3 group.
I think same, they don't want to, but also to add on commitment issues. Like, it's just commitment. Because if you're having sex with the same person for 5 months, call it what it is.
Do any of y'all think that it's the women that are not giving them the relationships? Possibly, like these 1/3 might be the guys that like they're just maybe
I've done
sleeping
that to
around.
a few guys.
Where like you just let them on, kind of.
I don't think it would be leading them on.
Yeah, not leading them on. I mean, like something might happen, but something might not also happen. Yeah. Okay.
But my bad. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Like, what do you think?
I think a lot of men in that 1/3 category, I think they're in grind mode. I say that because
I'd agree. Yeah.
A lot of men feel the need to grind individually rather than with somebody. Mm-hmm. Like for women, I think, or at least for myself, I can say I'm building my empire, and one thing I worry about is who I'm going to have kids with. Like, who am I going to start my legacy with? Like, who is that person going to be? And because of that, I'm ready to find my husband.
No.
Like, I'm ready to secure that one thing so that I have help in building my empire because it's our empire. Like, I'm trying to be great, and now I have my other half. Like, now I don't have to worry about somebody having my back because I got my other investment partner. Like,
are you ready to get married right now?
I think I could.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, so I want to say, like, I do agree with you. I think that those 1/3 guys are in grind mode. I think it's very hard for a guy to be secure in a relationship, or even there's a lot of women that maybe want to get married, like they want their man to propose or whatever it is, and he's not doing it because he's not comfortable financially, he's not comfortable emotionally. There's certain things in his life that he's not happy about yet, so he's not going to propose. And there's a lot of guys doing the same thing, but for relationships. It's not even at that marriage level, but even for a relationship, they're like, I can't tell you I'm serious because I can't even support you. I can barely pay my own rent, you know? So a lot of them, I think it is a financial thing, or they're in grind mode. They're trying to get to where they're a high value man and then they can have what they want.
But sometimes that's also an excuse, because if you're already, like, it depends. So, like, if you're, maybe like looking your job to job or whatever, and you're trying to build that, I get. But like, if you're kind of in the process of establishing yourself, you're not really down or anything, what's wrong with having a relationship with it?
Communication.
Sometimes
it's the comfortability. I'm telling you, like, these guys aren't comfortable. So it's and some of y'all that have been on the show, y'all know when I talk about what women do today that are in relationships. Y'all go on girls trips, y'all go at girls nights, y'all go and y'all do certain things that a lot of men don't want to deal with. So they rather stay single and still spin plates, which is where, like, you have multiple girls that you're kind of talking to or fucking, and you have options and you just keep going through life. And there's a lot of guys doing that. Huh?
Wouldn't you consider that being scared?
I mean, I coach these guys on a regular basis that are in these situations, and I wouldn't say that they're scared. I would say that they are insecure about their ability to provide, because that's what we're supposed to do as men, is be providers. And a lot of us, because I teach this all the time, if a guy is fully in his frame and fully in his masculine frame, the woman will fall into her feminine frame. But no guy's in his masculine frame today. There's very few guys that can fully provide and fully, be so confident that the women are coming into their frame. There's most guys are chasing women. They're simping. They're tricking. They're chasing. And that's not how you get somebody who really loves you. How you get the girl that really loves you is the girl that comes to you and walks into your frame. And there's very few guys that are doing that today. Yeah, Sir Hill, I wanted to know, why do you think that 1/3 bracket of guys is single right now but still sleeping around?
That's a good question. Women don't value their vaginas. So because they live like men, they just give it up easily. So if there's an opportunity to get some without the commitment, I don't have to worry about the stress, the commitment, her nagging me. Men who just want to get that are going to take that easy route. So it's women's fault. If women put priority and some value on their vaginas and on their wombs, then men would give women what they want. It's the fact that women no longer have standards, they don't have requirements that are realistic, and it's open season for dudes who can just get it. So it's not that men don't want relationships, because it's never about us. Relationships are about women, and because women don't require it, men don't go after it. So I think that's part of the reason why. And this is to add it to the grind mode as well. And this is as a man who got married at 19 years old. I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah.
May I comment that?
Yeah.
Sure.
So if women are being like
baby mamas,
no, like not having promiscuous, is it not okay for them to do that? Because men are very much the same. Very much the same. At least men in my age bracket that I've dealt with. The only difference is that women are able to communicate, like, going into whatever it is, like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we're not doing, setting a standard for themselves. Whereas if a woman does that, then it's frowned upon. But when a man does it, it's kind of like, oh, he's just a man being a man.
Can I comment?
Yeah. So just before that, no. So that's off. And men have done a bad job of this because we've promoted men to be promiscuous. Men need to exercise dick discipline as well. Yes. The reason why is a couple things. Women, y'all can't be giving it up because of the emotional connection, the emotional, psychological, so on and so forth. And then the risk of you giving your womb to somebody who's not going to be invested. Like your womb. Like ladies, hear me. Your womb makes a difference. You can go out and have kids all you want to, and it's going to be a man who might love you, but your value is directly related to people not having access to your womb, right? So, but men, we've done a poor job of telling men to go get every woman to go sleep around, go do it, and that man, if he sleeps around too much, he takes on the mindset of the woman that he's with. So he takes that experience and he projects it on every other woman. So if the woman he's with is easy, every woman easy. You see what I'm saying? And so, like I said, men have done a poor job of enabling men to do that. When the truth is, we both should be respecting what we have, and it should be made for marriage. Your womb for me and my exclusivity to you, we both get that from each other.
No, thank you.
I agree with that.
Another big thing that I want to talk about when it comes to this is that men and women aren't the same sexually though. So like guys whenever they sleep around, they're not like women produce oxytocin whenever y'all have orgasm. Okay, guys do too, but it's not as much. Right. So it's like he was saying, like it's extremely damaging for both people. But I think it's very damaging for women, and it all starts with y'all. Like the cycle all starts with women. So if you look back into the Bible, if you look at Adam and Eve, you know, when Eve went and ate the apple, there's a reason why she was the one that went and ate the apple. She fell to temptation first. And the whole point of that is to teach that when women fall to temptation first, it causes a cycle. Because if y'all open your legs first and allow the guys to come in, then it's a hedonistic cycle now that's going to keep causing and keep happening. It's a trauma cycle. And so if y'all stop that though, if every woman today stopped letting guys fuck, do y'all realize the entire world is built because men want to fuck? Everything that you see, this building that we're in right now, the downtown Dallas, everything that you see, the sewers, those guys that jump on the trash truck every day, it's all in pursuit of a family or a girl or pussy. Like at the end of the day, that's what it's for. It is for that. So like if y'all closed y'all shit up, they all have to go way above and beyond. And guys aren't shit today. Like he's saying, like guys, like we have to be more on them more than ever. Here's something that a lot of girls don't understand about my show. I hate men just as much as I hate the women. Okay, the women that are fucking everything up, I hate the men that are fucking it up too. This is a very equal show over here. Okay, we hate both of them. Only 10% of people are good today on both sides, men and women. But yeah, I want to know, what do you think that 1/3 bracket of guys? Why do you think they're not sleeping, or why do you think they're sleeping around but they're not choosing relationships?
First thing that came to my mind, because I'm 34, so a lot of women under me, they too hot, and they don't know how to like
literally too beautiful, kind of.
No, pussy wise, vagina wise,
okay.
They don't know how to, but a lot of them are broken from probably not having the proper upbringing. But some of them just feel like they can do what it do, and that's not how it works. I don't care. It's always gonna be a double standard. I don't care what nobody say. So
Facts, yeah.
that, and I think too for guys that are broken, as well. They didn't have that upbringing to where this is how you're supposed to treat a woman, or they might saw their mom just get their ass whooped. So they feel like they don't want to be in that commitment because it brings up too much of
something that they saw, something that they experienced in their past. I never thought about that.
Yeah, that's my thing. I try to look at everything and think of every reason to why somebody can go astray, lead you on for selfish reasons, and then once you figure them out, now you're still the problem. How am I the problem when you lied?
Yeah.
So that's my take on that.
Yeah, guys gotta start being honest about shit.
Communication.
Yeah. What about you? Why do you think that middle bracket of guys, are non-relationships but they're still fucking?
I kind of think about like myself, like the reason why I'm not in a relationship. I feel like is because I know, like, with me trying to be focused, I know how I am, so I know that's like a big distraction. But I don't know about the fucking part because I feel like fucking is a bigger distraction. Like how y'all was saying, like if I fuck you, oh babe, we go together, and now I'm going crazy. So like I just have to
that
refrain.
bond instantly happens. Yeah.
So I don't even really know how they're able to do it and just be still so sane because I'll definitely be going crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it feels good.
Yeah, for guys, I feel like for a guy, when you really care about the girl, it's the same. But like, there's a lot of girls sometimes that you don't even feel like that with, and that's why it's so easy to just walk away from them because you don't even care about them at all. Like it's literally like taking a piss or something. Like whereas for like a women, I don't think it's like that at all. Like a lot of women sometimes come on the show and they'll say, I have a roster. And it's like, okay, well, how many of the guys are you actually fucking on your roster? Usually it's only one of them. Usually one of the guys is taking them to dinner. One of the guys is taking them on vacation. One of the guys is texting them. One of the guys is blowing, just like on the phone with them or something. Like a roster, like you'll have a roster, but it's like you want money, energy, attention, and time, and then the sex from another guy. You want the meat, the money, energy, attention, time from one, and the dick from another. Yeah, yeah. Like most women, like y'all are designed to want quality, and guys want quantity. Like we're two completely different things when it comes to that sometimes. I'll come back to you on that one in a second. Wait, did you answer it?
No.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead. What do you think about those guys in that middle bracket?
I would say commitment issues, but also maybe just standards as well. It's just like maybe they haven't like found the person that they actually want to be with. Because if you're giving it up like the first day, then like maybe they were interested in you, but now they're not because you just gave it to them after 24 hours of knowing them.
Yeah, so this is something that I get a lot of hate for this, but the thing is, when a girl does have sex with a guy on the first night, I don't care what anybody says. You care about that person in a different type of way. You have burning, genuine desire for them because you don't give away the thing that you were taught your entire life to protect in one day to somebody unless there's something special. I don't know if it's his eyes. I don't know if it's the way he talks, his vibe, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what it is, but there's something special about it.
Or I could just be horny.
Or you could just be horny. You're right. 14 days after your period, y'all be on one. So I'm not gonna say that it can't be that, but usually there's something special about them. So like my best relationships have been with girls that gave it to me on the first night, and like I know as a guy that's been around a lot that's a special thing. Because the girls that made me wait, you could tell that there's nothing special going on there. Obviously, you let some other guy, a year ago, whatever, do it, and you're still thinking about him. Like you let him hit it on the first night or whatever. It's unfair to the guys afterwards. But at the same time, I give advice to women here, and I say that y'all definitely do need to be celibate. Y'all definitely do need to make guys wait. But like as a shout out to Torsha, she likes to tell me though, the women, when y'all do that, you have to be prepared that if you're fucking with certain types of guys that have options of women, you need to accept that he's going to. Well, no, you need to accept that he's going to sleep with other women while you are going on dates.
Yes.
And like you can ask for exclusivity after that certain point or whatever, whenever you're going to sleep with him, but you need to accept that he's going to be fucking other girls until then. And like that's the only gimmick when it comes to making guys wait now.
I don't think it matters anymore. I just think if you want that person, you're going to do what you need to do to be with that person.
To lock it down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to ask you, bro, since you're like my marriage expert every time, what do you think guys that are in marriages should do to, if they have that urge, because like we were saying, women want quality, men want quantity. How do they, suppress that? Do they use pornography? Like I was talking to Sterling Cooper on my show, he's the professional porn star. I asked him, I was like, is pornography have a use possibly for men in marriage to keep them from going and cheating? Like I think a lot of women would much rather their husband masturbate to pornography than go and cheat. You know what I'm saying? So like I want to know, like, what do you think that guys can do to like fix that if they want to be in a successful marriage where they're faithful?
this show just took a turn. Okay, so I think one is I can't say pornography is a good use. And the reason why, like that does something to you.
Oh yeah, it's bad for you. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah,
what
1,000%.
what that does to you. We can do a whole show now. What that does to you, though, I don't think it gives you a healthy perspective of a woman because you have so
1,000%.
much variety, right? So let's put that to the side. I think women have to be hoes. Wives have to be hoes in the bedroom, and I mean that seriously. Like a lot of women be throwing it on thick, in when they're dating, when they get married, you have one kid, you got some got some weight on you. No, you have to keep that sexual energy there. Like go different places, go to hotels, back in a car, go places, go travel someplace. Keep it spicy. And when you do that, that satisfies the need for variety. What it is men want to be desired as well. So when you have a new woman that shows you interest, it sparks that desire. Like we teach that women want to feel desired, but men want that as well. Often in marriages, women stop that. So he's paying the bills, he's providing, he's dead, he's doing stuff, but the woman doesn't show that she's sexually aroused and attracted to him. And so he goes to try to find this someplace else. So wives, you got who want to be wives, make sure your man knows he's that dude. Every now and again, you should make sure your feet look good, your hands look good. Make sure your hair is whipped, and then have something that you do just for that man. And when you keep that on it, stay in the gym. A whole lot of ladies they have one kid and they don't go to the gym, they don't work out, and he just got to get whatever's left. No, keep working out, look good, keep your hair done, keep your feet looking good, and switch it up some. And when you do that, that satisfies the need for that variety.
Yeah.
If he's a sexually charged dude, that desire never goes away.
Yep.
But it can be satisfied with a wife that's willing to meet his sexual needs.
Yeah. I got another question in the same kind of bracket. So for in 1 Corinthians, I think it's like chapter 6 or chapter 7. He or in the verse they talk about how a man and a woman should never if the woman wants to have sex, she needs to give the man has to give it to her. If the man wants to have sex, he needs to give it to her, and the only time that you don't do that is if it's a scheduled time for prayer. Do you think that is also true? It should be both ways like that. Like anytime the woman wants it, the man needs to give it to her. Anytime the man wants, the woman should be giving it to him.
Oh yes, do it mad. Look, it's hard to be mad at somebody you screw it, right? It's hard to be mad if you're doing that. So give it to each other. But here's the bigger part. It's not that we should just be able to take advantage of somebody's body. We should have enough respect and love for each other. If you're in your 20s and your 30s and you're not having sex, something is wrong. It's wrong. You guys, it should be, you saw, she breathed on you. Do it, right? You know what I mean? Or he comes home from work, get it in. And I think people lose that respect for one another.
He did say he was gonna breathe on me. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then we forget that sex is important. It's important. You know how you get up and you take a shower and you eat and you brush your teeth? Sex is that important as well. And when women forget that, it makes men have to go look for other options because you're treating that sexual need like it is something trivial. It's an important thing. So that's what I'm saying. So if the sex part, make sure it happens regardless of how you feel, and it helps a whole lot of stuff.
Do you ever think about hypergamy? Does that ever worry you in any way? Do you think that guys should have to worry about that as much as they talk about it on the internet?
Yeah, I think every woman is hypergamous and should be, but the hypergamy is not. So ladies, you being hypergamous, you should keep that. You should always want a man that's doing more. But that hypergamy is not for you to go after other men. It's to inspire your man to be the best man he can be. Yeah. Right? So you got to keep that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to keep that hypergamy because that's what inspires me. It's what you just said a minute ago. Yep. We build that was a good example. We build sewers for this, right? When a woman inspires a man to want to be more, that's hypergamy working in a healthy way. It's just women today, they're not willing to build with a dude and they go after the other guy. Yeah, and that's where relationships are all screwed up. They're being
hypergamous by monkey branching, basically. Yeah, dual main strategy. Yeah, no, that's crazy to think about. Go ahead and go to the 5 super chats, bro. I want to read those off. Keep up with them tonight. $10 from New Zealand, Tomo J. Thank you so much for coming back, bro. The man that was your looks match is forced to get to the finish line and will chose MGTOW. What's NGTOW? I've never heard of NGTOW. Overseas edition over risking it with an alpha window. Someone had to say it if you bet on him. That's so hard for me
I
to
don't know
read.
what that
What?
means.
Right.
He's from New Zealand, so I'm trying to think.
That's no
Hi.
excuse.
Yeah.
Thank
The
you.
man that
Huh?
was your
That's no
looks.
excuse.
What's he saying?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he doesn't know either. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Do you understand
Someone
it?
had to say it if you bet on him. So the man that was your looks match is forced to get to the finish line. So what I'm comprehending from this, he's saying that the guy that you ladies want, he has to ultimately get to the finish line before you even give him any kind of attention. But
Okay, that's what he's trying to say.
he even gets to that finish line, he's already going to resort to other things, such as men going their own way,
or going overseas,
or
Okay.
possibly going with a chick that might be alpha widowed or something like that.
Okay.
All right, D. Thank you for breaking
Hey,
that down.
and that actually brings up something else. I just want to ask this really quick, ladies. Has anybody seen anything on the internet over the past few days about the passport bros? Has anybody heard anything about that?
No.
I've heard, but
Did-
I
did
don't.
you-
I didn't
have
really look
nobody?
into.
We might talk about that in a little bit, but it's something that's just been going viral. They've been getting roasted. Go ahead. $2 from Ombre the House. Like the video, and you will get lucky tonight. Hey, yeah, like the video, everybody, please. Thank you so much, bro. $10 from JD. Thank you, man. Ladies, if you went to a psychic and she told you that in 6 years your dream man would lose all his money and be a bum, will you stay with them or will you leave? And why? Shout out to the PPP at FNF Dallas. Yeah, so if you went to a psychic and she told you that in 6 years your dream man, we're gonna say he's 6'4", big dick, all of it, guys. He's gonna lose all of his money. He's gonna be a bum in 6 years. Would y'all stay with him or would you leave him?
I'd stay with him.
You'd stay with him?
Yeah.
I'd stay.
You'd stay?
Yeah.
He's too
I
hot.
make my money.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say he lost his money, but I got mine, so
Okay.
we good.
Okay. What about you?
I'm not even gonna be a part of that because I don't believe in psychics.
Oh, that's a yeah. I'm right
Okay.
there with you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
God makes
But
my
yeah,
decisions.
but-
Thank you. Yes.
But I still had that.
I
Yeah, for
agree.
sure to the God in the
Right,
psychic
I
agree
part.
too. But if I was just so happen to walk in one,
Yeah.
I'll stay.
Yeah. You would stay with him?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
At least she honest.
Love the honesty.
Yeah, at least she's
Had to
honest.
be
I
one.
wanna ask any of the ladies, have y'all ever been with a guy who made less money than you?
No.
All the way? No.
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 Oh, I'm
Have you?
embarrassed. I don't care.
No. Have you been with a guy who's made less than you though?
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Like in a serious relationship
yes,
though. Like,
like-
did you live with them?
Oh, nah.
Have you ever lived with a guy that
Definitely
made less?
took care of a college guy before.
Okay. Have you?
Yes.
Have you?
Oh, nah.
For the two that did you? How long were you with them for?
Oh,
On and off for 4 years.
It was that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like it didn't last because were you still paying for everything after 4 years?
No.
Okay. He started making more than you.
Eventually he was able to get a job and stuff, so he would do for where he was at, and so I appreciated that. It just didn't work.
It just didn't work. What about you? Did you like how long did it last for?
About 6 years.
About 6 years.
Yeah.
And were you the breadwinner for all 6 years?
Basically, yeah.
And why did y'all break up?
He was cheating on me while I was pregnant.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And you're the breadwinner too?
See, the lack of
Men
respect.
are so
You need the money at
disrespectful.
least.
And
Guys,
loyalty.
Set of bounds on that one.
Man, what are
Yeah.
y'all gaining in these, like, what do y'all gain by cheating? Like,
Girl.
what am I not doing?
Y'all gotta understand that, like, guys.
I knew
Yeah,
I was doing
I-
everything
That's
literally.
what I'm saying.
Y'all gotta realize, like, it's hard for guys to have sex, a lot of women, when I say that, are like, "What the fuck? There's no way." I know tons of guys that get tons of pussy all the time, and it's because there is a small bracket of men, and it's usually the men that y'all are looking at. It's usually the men that y'all know, because the guys that don't get pussy, you don't see. He's working at Walmart behind the counter. He's working, or he's in the basement at his mom's house. Like, y'all don't see these guys. They're playing video games and shit. Like, y'all don't see the dorks. Y'all only see the really attractive tall guys because they stand out like a fucking, like, they stand out like crazy. Like, y'all want to go fucking fuck with them as soon as you see them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, most guys don't get pussy easily. So when they cheat, it's because it's like, oh, the opportunity came up and this never fucking comes up. And like, sometimes it's like we were kind of saying, guys want quantity and women want quality. So like, you can have the greatest guy ever, but if every girl is like thirsting for him and stuff, he's gonna want the quantity. Like, he's gonna want to keep fucking all the girls. Like, it sucks. Like, and it's the best advice for women is to not chase those guys. Like, why the fuck are y'all chasing the guys that obviously are never going to be like held down?
Cause they be faking. Sometimes you don't know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy
Sometimes they do lie.
to a little wow.
And shame on them for finessing, but shame on you for
For
opening
allowing
your
it.
legs.
Allowing
Don't
it.
open your legs.
It's
for
what
that
you
fucker,
allow.
dude. Don't even.
Yeah, we definitely was together for a long ass time.
Hey, yeah,
Like,
I'm
I thought we was gonna
Wait,
get married.
Well, I'm gonna give y'all a tip. If a guy is comfortable being, if a guy is ever comfortable being in the lower position financially, y'all have an issue. you don't
For
want to be
sure.
with that person.
For sure.
It's a
Facts.
huge
For
issue
sure.
because there's going to be all types of things. Like he could have cheated because he was emasculated by the fact that you made more than him. Like that's like a lot of guys.
And that had
That's
nothing
my
to do with you.
grandpa
That
was
his
telling me.
personal-
Yeah,
My
like-
grandpa was
personal
literally telling me
insecurity.
that.
And I'm not
My
saying that's
grandpa-
exactly what it was.
Huh?
How old was he?
At the time, well, we started going together when I was in the 9th grade, and we broke up in 2020.
Like how old was he?
So,
What?
He was 21, and I was 20.
He's stupid. So I'm saying this because, like, a lot of you can't expect a 21-year-old to act like a 32-year-old.
Facts.
So if he hasn't been grown to be faithful, he's still being stupid, and that's all it is. I guarantee for who he's cheating on, is he still with that girl?
Girl, yeah, they still together.
Yeah.
She's. Oh, I ain't gonna see it.
Let's just forget my whole
I ain't gonna
comment.
say it. I ain't gonna say it.
Hey, I got
But
a question.
They're still together.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a question before we move on.
Yeah.
Tied to that last one, all of you ladies, or 5 of you 6, actually said that you would stay with that 6-foot bum, big dick bump. Starting from the
No,
far
only
right with
4.
Rose Bowl sweater. Do you believe in unconditional love? And I want to go around the table.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say unconditional love?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
Okay.
For your man, we're gonna say for your
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe in
For sure.
unconditional love?
Let's
Yeah,
give it
this is
Sir
a
Hill.
good
after-
one,
Let's
Dad. This is
let's
a good
get
one
let's
for
get
you.
let's get it to
Wait.
Sir Hill at last. Actually,
Do you believe in unconditional love?
Well,
I feel like
disrespect-
my current situation can grow to be unconditional.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
What
For
about
sure.
you? Yeah. Do you think you can have unconditional love for someone?
into the mic too for us, please.
To a certain extent.
To a certain extent. Okay.
Yeah.
On it.
To a certain extent.
Respect.
Because I feel like unconditional love, and then that person knows you have so much unconditional love for them, they feel like they can get over on
Take
you.
advantage of it.
Take advantage of you.
Uh-huh.
But that's not
Yes.
love then.
It also
But
comes
you
down
having unconditional love for that person. Like
I don't
if
think everybody deserves that type of.
Love.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it. Everybody. doesn't
I
deserve that.
personally think that a
you
woman
can love
can't have.
somebody unconditionally and
You don't
not
think
love
we
you.
can?
I honestly don't think a woman can have unconditional love for a man. I think that she can have unconditional love for her kids
For
because
sure.
you're made to do that. And I think a man can have unconditional love for his woman because he's made to do that. But I don't think that it goes the other way around. I don't think that a woman has
why?
unconditional love.
Why?
I
agree.
I just don't think.
Everything I did
what,
for that boy
what
should
do you
have
think, sir?
unconditional.
100% what you said.
Yeah.
I don't think women are capable because y'all not raised that way. Most women are raised to be selfish, to get love, to get what you need. You don't know how to love a man and support him when he's really down. Like you don't know. I know you think you do, but a lot of you ladies have never seen a man at his lowest and still respect him.
I feel like
I feel like I
have.
had a lot of respect, even though I was taking care of the bills. I feel like I still treated that nigga like a man.
Yeah,
like
I
I feel
mean,
like
I
I
was
was
submissive.
definitely
You
there.
never
That's probably
emasculated
why,
him?
too.
No, but I don't feel like it was unconditional love because I couldn't stay after I got cheated on.
Mhm.
So,
It's a
But like
respect
before,
thing.
but
Yeah.
before the cheating, did you have unconditional love?
I really do think so. Yes,
And
like,
then
I
he
ne-
lost it after he cheated.
Right, for
Alright.
sure.
That's what I'm saying.
I still disagree with you.
Tell me about it.
Explain.
You better let it go.
Why do you why do you not think a woman can give unconditional? What is the condition that's always going to be there?
So I think men should unconditionally love their wives because most of y'all are crazy. But I think women should give their men unconditional respect. So that respect is translated as love for men, right? So
Yes,
most
respect is
women,
love. Yeah.
so let's say you get with this guy, right? And let's say he's earning 80 grand a year and you're about the same.
Mm-hmm.
And something happens and it goes down. Let's say somehow he gets paralyzed. He can't do stuff. You'll feel sympathetic for him, but that respect level is going to go down because he's not the version of man you married. Most women are not built to love a different version of a man if it regresses.
Mhm.
And sometimes in marriage, that's what happens, even if it's for a season.
So are we talking about a long period of time where he's down, or are we talking about like a year, 2 years,
situation
or is it
happen.
just like a
Shit, that's still a
eternal
long
thing?
time.
A year is
Well,
forever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For a
it
woman,
is.
that's
It
forever.
is. I'm just trying
A year
to,
is
you
a
know,
long time.
Yes.
widen the gap.
And then just look at the divorce rate. Like most men, 90%, 95% of men ask, 80% of women leave. There's a reason for that, right? So men are willing to stay through difficult times. A lot of women, because of the options and
Without
amount
cheating,
of times.
without.
So let me get this. Women today cheat just as much as men, and if you add the advent of social media, Instagram, and other ways of cheating, women out cheat men by a wide margin.
What is
Just because
I
it's
feel like
open.
it's
We
more
have more opportunity.
easier. I feel like it's easier for women to cheat and harder for men to cheat just off of the fact that women talk. So like if we in the same room and you say my man name, I can't be quiet.
Yeah,
Like
no.
now you're done. But if two men are in the same room, a man can sit there and listen to all type of stuff about his girl and don't say nothing till he get home to
And
that
it's a
girl.
pride
I'll
thing,
explain
for
to y'all
sure.
exactly why. Exactly why. So women, when y'all cheat, y'all are going to go fuck a Chad or a Tyrone, a dude who doesn't give a fuck about ever messaging your boyfriend or anything like that. This is a guy who gets girls easily. He does. You're coming over after work really quick for 15 minutes, getting fucked, and then you're going home to your husband right after, or your boyfriend right afterwards. Like that's how a woman cheats. How a man cheats though is you have to go wine and dine the girl. You have to do all this stuff to be able to have sex with her usually. And then once you're doing all that, that girl wants what the other woman has. She's like, oh, his wife makes that, or he makes this much money. His wife has a beautiful house, all this stuff. I'm gonna sabotage that shit because I want that shit. I want this man for me. So women will sabotage shit, and all that. It's not even close to the same when a man and woman cheats. Completely different. And a woman, she's completely checked out of the relationship when she cheats. She's completely checked out.
And
If
it
she,
takes them a while to be checked out.
yeah,
Honestly.
no, a man when he cheats, it's like taking a piss. It's not even close to the same. You can still love your girl and go fuck a bitch. It is two completely different fucking things. If a woman cheats, she does not love you anymore. No, not at all.
I
I
was
agree.
in
I
a
can agree.
predicament to find out somebody was cheating after 2 months, and he's going to go to the draft and all that type of stuff. And it took a lot out of me not to hit that girl up after I found out about her and stuff. To like, why you get to smile and I don't? And but I have to remember who I was and what I stand for. It's like fuck you, and she probably already know that you full of shit, but she don't want to leave you because a lot of women just want. I'm gonna stick by him. You go be stupid because
Yeah.
I ain't the
Hell
last
yeah.
person he was fucking.
Yeah, just let her be stupid.
Hell yeah.
I want to ask really quick. So like, do y'all think that it's a wrong thing that a guy, should be a provider and a woman kind of being in this role? Because the way I see it is this is all biology. This is all evolutionary biology for 300,000 years as Homo sapiens. And let me also say, 300,000 years ago, we killed off 17 other species of humans. So we're a very violent race. We're a very violent species. We're a very violent species. Okay. So not only that, but we're very hardwired for men to want to take care of y'all to focus on babies. Another reason why it's very easy for y'all to get over things and stuff like that is because there's something called the war bride hypothesis, which means that like back in the day, whenever Genghis Khan or anybody would go raid a village, it was better for a woman to get over her man that just got fucking murdered in front of her, get over it really quick, and just go off with the be a war bride for that man that just did that, and get over your emotions. This new alpha is your new man because he just killed your other one. And y'all had to, out of survival, do that. It wasn't a choice. It was, you're going to die if you were alone after that.
We got a choice now.
Yeah. Now you got a choice. But that's why that's why it's really natural for y'all to get over shit really quick. It's very natural for y'all to be hypergamous. It's very natural for y'all to want a provider and all these things. All this stuff is all biological fact for 300,000 years, but everybody's just now starting to get pissed off about it in this time. It's fucking weird.
Damn, I got follow-up questions for days about this.
What?
For the ladies, and then I want to go to Sergio and Sir Hill after this. So with Sergio saying that women, you all basically want provisioning, would you say that's true or false about that statement?
We'll start with you.
Lord, to a certain extent.
To a certain extent,
yes.
51%. Would you say yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
What about you?
Like, what do you mean provisioning?
Like
you want a provider, a
Yeah,
guy
I
like,
do.
that can take care
I
of
do.
you. Yeah.
Can I go in on that a little bit, or do we?
Yeah.
I think I would agree with that because like I think it's okay to have hoes, but like as long as you bring something back to us, like
you just want to be
I'm
provided for.
yes. So like if I can go out to eat with somebody because they paying for my food and you don't gotta pay for my food, let me go out to eat. Like I'm hungry. I want to go eat some food. Let him pay for my food.
So
you know I'm coming back to you. You know I want you. No.
Okay, that's clarity.
No.
I thought you
I
meant
thought you were
he
gonna
can
say-
have some. You mean you can
No.
have some?
Oh, both ways.
So it's an open relationship.
Yeah.
No.
Not sexually.
Well, like
just
she wants him to
financially.
be the alpha that she fucks. He gets to meet,
No.
but then she wants to get money, energy, attention, and time out of other men.
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah.
completely.
Should they
Real-
get
But if
kiss?
a sugar daddy trying to give me some money, I'm finna go
But
to
what
lunch
if
with
Sugar
him.
daddy
Get
is
him
different though than
I feel like a sugar
regular
daddy is anybody if you know how to break them.
If you have a man that lets you do that, that is not a masculine dude.
No.
Like a man who is a provider don't want
Just
nobody else
no.
providing for you but him. So if you got a dude who allows that, you're going to have problems on your hand because he's probably looking to be provided for in a way, and that's going to mess up what you guys got.
And you don't respect
it's
him.
emasculating.
I agree with
it's
all of that.
It's emasculating. I wouldn't like that as a man if I was him. What was your question again?
Yeah.
Tony, for her?
So real quick, I meant to ask the second part to that question too.
Yeah.
So would you agree about Sergio's statement that you ladies, you want provision, and that's the main thing you want?
Yes.
And my follow-up question to that though is, what do you think is the number one thing that men want in a woman? And then I want the men, Sergio and Sir Hill, to answer that question right after.
Yeah.
y'all
So
go.
so if y'all want provisioning, what's
What
the
do you think
opposite? What do y'all
that-
think men
Okay.
want the most? And we'll start with you this time, actually.
I would say that statement is true, but also like I want to make my own money. Like I don't want it to come down to like I'm dependent on him for every single thing. So if he was to like cheat on me or like disrespect me, then it's
Yeah,
like,
you got to be able to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
But like,
But
but
51%.
But like, what also, like, what would you want, or what do you think he wants? Like if like we know that y'all kind of want a provider. What do you think men want?
for you to be submissive.
Be submissive? You think? What do you think?
I feel like the statement is true, but I feel like
What do you think men want?
oh, that's
That's
what
a
I'm
hard
supposed to
Yeah,
answer.
yeah, yeah. It was a little
I
confusing
showed
because we did like
asked
two
it.
questions, but the
Yeah.
second
I
we're just
asked
answering the
it
second
as
part. What do
well.
you think men want? If women usually want providers, like if we lined up 100 women, we could probably assume most of them want that. What do you think men want? If we lined up 100 men, what would a majority of them want?
You would have sucked that dick. I said that last time.
You think? You think that?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I learned early on. My father told me no matter what profession the guy is in, whether he's a street dude or a professional dude, guys want a woman that's gonna cook, clean, and keep herself up, and just be overall submissive. So that's what I want to provide. I believe in fairy tales, and I'm gonna freaking get it. So I want to be that for the person I'm
Yeah.
dealing with.
Yeah,
He's on the
so
fairy tales.
so complimentary to the guy. He's good at these things. I'm gonna take care of these other things that he sucks
Yeah,
at.
and then we gonna balance each other out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, we'll answer at the end. What do you think it is that guys want?
I think support and the loyalty in that.
Okay. Support and the loyalty with it. What about you?
Kind of pretty much the same thing, like someone that's gonna that you know is gonna have like a meal prep for you at the end of a work day.
Complimentary.
It's gonna give you good sex. That's gonna, you know, like just that's gonna take care of your kids.
The wife.
Yeah, the wife.
Nurturing.
Yeah.
Nurturing.
Nurture.
Okay. What about you?
I agree with you. I believe consistency also.
Mhm.
I think if you have to be consistent in a relationship, how you start is how you need to go about it, like the rest of the way.
Okay. No, everybody said really good things, but like to top it all up, because those are all great things, but there's one thing that is a priority over all of it, especially for like no, especially for like actually we don't give a fuck about a woman's success. It's very sad, but that's just the truth. We really don't. And well, actually it depends, because some guys do want a more mature woman that is successful. It really just depends on that one, but most guys I don't think they do. But the big thing is loyalty. That's all we give a fuck about, actually, because once again, let's go back to evolutionary biology. For 300,000 years, there was no way to test who the baby was. There was no way. There was no birth control. There was none of that bullshit. So y'all's womb, like we were talking about how prized it was and everything, we couldn't tell if the baby was ours. So loyalty was fucking everything. It was everything. How loyal your woman was to you meant that that child that you're raising for 18 years is
It's
actually yours.
Mhm.
It's a huge deal. That's a huge investment as a man.
That's crazy.
So-
I didn't think about that. But
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so like for us, that's all we give a fuck with. That's why we take girls trips so serious. That's why we take nights out so serious. That's why what's the Instagram's like a girl that has an Instagram with fucking 4,000 followers and fucking 800 of them like the DM every month. Like that's why we take shit like that serious, is because like that's secure, like that loyalty and that security to us is literally the difference between, you know, having like a good family and, you know, like your seed not going off into perpetuity. What is that? How's the word? I can't say
Do you
it.
think it's the same for
Perpetuity?
women?
Huh?
Do you think it can be the same for women? Like women want
Loyalty? No,
Loyalty and
I don't
consistency.
at all. I think that y'all want provisioning so bad. I'll actually do. We're gonna go back to you, but I'm just gonna do a little test really quick. I like to ask this. If you had to choose between the part-time pimp or the full-time simp, which one would you choose? The part-time pimp. I'm not saying he's a literal pimp, but I'm saying that he's gonna, and we're gonna say this guy's perfect in every other category. He makes good money, all that stuff. But he's gonna fly out. He has to go do a job in fucking Florida or Cali or something like that, and he might cheat that one time a year. He's gonna go and like it's not like he really tried. Like he just went to a bar and a girl fucking fucked him. Like it's just he's an attractive guy. Yeah, he tripped and fell into the pussy. And
No.
so like say like you had to choose between that guy or a guy who's a full-time simp. So that means that every day of the year you catch him liking girls' pictures, sending a girl might ask him for $10 and he sends it. Girls are in he's DMing a shit ton of girls. They're not DMing him. He's DMing a bunch of them. He's simping. He's a simp. He gives out his money, his energy, attention, and time to every woman every day of the year.
I know
Now,
I like that.
yeah, I know a lot of them too. They're fucking dorks. So, like, would you rather have one of those guys, a full-time simp, or a part-time pimp? The guy that's only gonna cheat once a year, and you're never gonna know. Here's another thing: you're never gonna know about this. He does it safely. It's something that never
I
happened.
would want to know.
Is the simp loyal?
The simp is loyal. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we were gonna say
Loyal,
he tries all day long to get pussy, but he don't get it.
But
He
don't
tries all day long, but he never gets that pussy. But he tries, damn it. He messages, he sends the money, he does all the
You're
liking.
a loser.
Is cheating
But-
only
but-
physical?
but-
Cheating
I
isn't
mean,
just physical.
but yeah, we'll start with you though. Which one would you choose between those two? You have to
Those
pick
are the
one.
only two options.
Yeah, you have to pick one.
I go with the pimp.
You want the pimp?
Yeah.
What about you?
Part-time pimp.
Part-time
I'm
pimp.
for sure gonna have to roll with the pimp.
You want the pimp?
I want the pimp.
I'll take the pimp.
The pimp.
It's because provisioning is a big deal to y'all, and provisioning is more than just money. It's money, energy, attention, and time. And you don't want your man giving out his money, energy, attention, and time to other bitches. You don't want it. Like it's the like I said, it's opposite for men and women. So like we really want y'all sexual loyalty, but y'all want our provisioning loyalty or our attention loyalty and all that. But yeah, go ahead, bro. What do you think for that? I can't remember what the original question was, but you're supposed to end it.
Yeah. So everybody said a part-time pimp.
Yeah. Everybody does. They always do, because you can accept a guy maybe cheating once a year and you never finding about it, but to accept a guy handing out his resources all day long is fucked up, because that $10 every day adds up, and then that's
And then
money
you're
for
not
y'all's
even getting
future
no
kids.
pussy.
That and he's a fucking
Like,
loser. He's not even
you're
getting anything
not
out
even
of it.
getting no
Why are you
pussy.
doing
You look
this?
dumb.
Yes, exactly.
Wasting me over what?
But no, what was that? What was the original question? Though? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
What it was.
So
What is
women
it?
say they wanted provision, and what is the one
yeah.
thing that they think?
Yeah,
that
what
men
do you
want?
think that women actually want the most, or that men want the most from women? You say?
So just one thing?
Yeah, well, the thing at the top of the pyramid, you'd say.
Yeah,
probably.
I'll say loyalty. That loyalty like encompasses like respect and stuff as well. But can I add a couple things to that?
Yeah, go for it.
So like loyalty, the respect, and then her ability to be coachable, trainable. So like we don't want a woman that get locked into how she like. So in my 20s I'm one way, in my 30s I'm a different way, and in my 40s. So we need a woman that can adapt to that man and make him a priority. So I would say loyalty, that respect, and then the ability to grow with him.
Yeah, no, for
I
sure.
like that answer.
Let's go ahead and finish those super chats I fucked up and I just like ran away from. $5 from Barry the House. Women don't want to win; they want a winner. Patrice O'Neill. It's their life mission to test the men they encounter through all life throws at them. Women don't want to win; they want a winner. Yeah. I mean, like we always say in this space, ladies, that like y'all like to stand at the finish line. And don't get me wrong, there's some women that like to do build a man, but it doesn't work out very often. It really doesn't. And like, but I actually, but like really betting on a man is like the key to a successful relationship, in my opinion. And like, you're a perfect example of that. There's certain guys that y'all can bet on, and it might not be the guy that everybody else like wants, but they're the ones that like, especially the HVAC electricians, the plumbers. These guys may be making 40, 50K right now, but when they're journeymans in 10 years, they're going to be making 100K. They could be running their own crews, their own businesses. They could be killing it. So like, those are the type of guys that you can bet on. You just don't bet on like the hometown drug dealer, or the SoundCloud rapper, Sometimes I feel like a SoundCloud rapper doing YouTube shit. Let me get that $10 from Doge. Oh, wow. Feels like just yesterday this podcast was started. I was one of the first subs just stopping by to donate. More and more men are living the peace, quiet, freedom life. Yes, it's that bad. Dude, thank you so much for coming. I'm guessing you're one of Austin Holloman's supporters if you're talking about Passport Bro stuff. Yeah, man, it's that bad. I appreciate you for supporting since day one, bro. I really appreciate that. $5 Black Man Unfiltered. My brother Sir Hill speaks in the damn house tonight.
My dude, salute, bro.
I know, dude. I can't wait till he comes back too, bro. Dude, I have videos with him that go viral every time he comes on. Yep. Every time, bro. Once again on TikTok, we have another video that has like 500,000 views, I think, right now. Like, shit's crazy. Every time he has something that like triggers people. It's so funny.
Weave and lashes. The black man. Yep.
Yeah.
He said weave, lashes.
He's the best. I want to know: is there some guys that you make rules for, and then there's some guys that you break rules for?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. Everybody can say that. Yes. Y'all have all done that.
I just broke a rule the other day.
Oh
my God.
No. So that's how you could. That's how you can tell if a guy is really an alpha or not. Is because an alpha is a guy that you will break rules for, and betas are the guys that you make rules for. So
You
that's
know
how
what?
that's how you can really quickly tell if you're really ever gonna take a guy serious or not.
When I was in the process of breaking my rules for the boy, I was calling my brother and I'm telling my brother, like, it's something about the boys just make me want to be like the girl. Like, okay, yeah. I was saying
Make you
that.
more
I was
feminine?
like, I don't know what it is, but like when he talk, I just shut up.
They put you in your feminine energy.
Oh yeah,
What, baby?
and I'm just a fool.
You want to rob a bank? Okay.
Like, I was gonna go right to the bank.
Whatever you want.
Oh, dude, what was the thing, Donnie? I wanted to try that new thing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try this really quick tonight, ladies. This is a new thing that I haven't got to do yet. I just pulled it out of my ass the other day. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to. It's like a little speed challenge. So since a lot of times whenever I ask a question, y'all will kind of copy each other. Like one person will be like, "Oh, that was a good answer." I'm gonna kind of say the same thing. But in this thing, nobody's answering the same question. I'm gonna go. I have so many of them, and I'm just gonna ask really quick. What's your answer for this? What's your answer for this? What's your answer for this? And they're all gonna be different questions, and you have to answer within like 5 or 10 seconds. So just like the whole point is to try to catch you slipping, saying something goofy. You know, like y'all might answer something kind of
I'm
wrong.
gonna be a meme. 'Cause
I'm naturally a
But
comedian.
do y'all want me
so-
to ask a question about what y'all prefer, or a question about yourself?
It don't matter.
It
don't matter?
Self would be easier though.
Would be easier.
Self would be easier.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all are
it
gonna
don't
be
matter
thinking
for
forever
me.
if y'all talk about
prefer-
preferences.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I
if
don't
we
know.
do preferences, y'all are gonna be thinking
Ooh.
about every chat in the past 10 years. Yeah, we don't want
Reveal
that.
some real shit.
So just for the personal, we'll start with you. I'm gonna do, like I said, y'all gotta answer these really fast, and some of these questions are really weird, so be prepared. I'm even gonna come to you too, Sir Hill. What are your kinks?
Wait a minute now.
She
You
lied.
have to go.
Being whipped.
Being whipped? Okay.
Brian tried that.
What's your body count?
Spicy.
Body count. Wait a
what's
minute.
she got the burst or
I
she
don't
only
say
got
that.
what's your
Oh,
body count?
I played the field.
You gonna have
You ain't
to.
gotta do it?
I got an answer.
Come on.
4, 5.
Okay.
Shit.
That's like, yeah, that's not that bad.
Oh, so
That ain't
45.
bad at all.
Have you had sex on the first date?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How many? This is.
Hey, man,
I
look.
can't believe this landed on you. I can't really ask this. How long would you make a woman wait for sex?
Well, you can talk
I
about-
can't really give you that one. Yeah.
He gotta say never.
He
He
can-
I'm gonna say
married.
never.
Never. Yeah. How do you compliment the perfect successful man? Quick.
Shit, keep doing good. I don't know. Oh, wait, how do I compliment by going with him?
Like, how can you compliment him to make his life better?
Oh,
Like, what are you
shoot.
bringing to the
What do you
table?
bring to
Kind
the
of
table?
Ease.
ease.
Like, I'm gonna make his life easier.
Make
oh,
his
you
life
need
easier?
somebody to the shower? I'll run the shower. Like,
How soon will you poop at a guy's house?
Immediately.
A long time. Like
long?
I haven't.
A year?
I have no.
She got to
two-
go right now.
Never.
Are you the type to always be on time or be late?
I'm always on time.
Were you on time tonight?
I was.
Thank you so much for being on
You're
time. All right. What's your political affiliation?
Explain.
Political affiliation. Are you Democrat? Are you
Democrat.
Republican? What are you?
Oh, I'm Democrat.
Okay. What religion are you?
American.
I'm Christian.
What's your favorite TV show?
All American Homecoming.
Okay. Can you sense someone's aura or vibe?
Yes.
This is such a girl question.
Oh my God. No, yeah, I can.
You can?
my mind don't think this fast.
How long did it take for you to get over a breakup?
Pretty quick.
Would you say you have an abundance mindset of men? I mean, we already proved why that happened, so that's good. Do you have an abundance mindset of men?
What does that mean?
Meaning that you feel like you have a shit ton of men coming after you right now, and you really don't gotta give a fuck about any of them. Like there's an
Yeah.
abundance. There's just
Yeah.
you don't gotta worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Recognize. Okay.
Do you like to vacation often?
Yes.
Oh no, we gotta talk about that really quick. Why do you? So where do you go
I
all
do
the time?
too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's talk about
You
it.
don't like girls.
Let's
trips.
yeah. Let's go in on the girls trips really quick. So this is something that triggers everybody. I love this one. So where have you been?
The most recent girl trip I actually took just last weekend. We went to Broken Boat for one of my line sisters' birthdays.
Oh, that's really cool, actually.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah,
It
it was a cabin.
Mhm.
That's dope.
Oh, that's
Like how often do you go on girls trips?
The one before
She
that.
belongs to the streets.
Maybe. I honestly just started going on girls trips like within the past year.
Okay.
Yeah. Majority of the trips I
City
do with my
boy, city boy.
I'm just gonna give you just some advice, and like this isn't for every guy, but like the guys that are really choosing out here sometimes they don't like a girl that's going on a bunch of girls trips. And the reason why is because we want to experience everything with you first. We may not take your virginity, but we'd like to take all the other ones.
For sure.
We would like to take the restaurants, the vacation spots, all of it. We'd like. I might not be able to get your pussy first, but please let me get the other ones first, please, because it just makes me feel special. It makes men feel very special. Like I can't express to you how good it makes you feel whenever you're the first one to go experience certain things with these women.
Wait to go on my vacation.
But yeah, yeah, that's something that like. But I also want to know, like, when you go on those girls trips, like, if something happened and one of your girlfriends was, in a relationship, would you go and tell her boyfriend, like, hey, you're like my homegirl was fucking, she cheated on you. I'm sorry. You wouldn't.
And I hang out with the same group of girls where it's either I'm hanging out with girls who are single or girls who are in a relationship, depending on what I am at the time.
Yeah. So you're really good about not, birds of a feather flock together. You're not going to go hang out with the hoes of the. Yeah. So, but now this goes into a new question then. So, if you went out on a trip with a bunch of girls that are all married or in relationships, do you think that any of them would cheat, or you think none of your friends would do something like that?
I think none of my friends would do anything like that, honestly.
So
they're very picky about the men they want. So if you have high standards, you're not going to do anything rebellious to mess up what you want.
Well, at the end of the day, nobody ever really finds out. And here's the thing, like shit happens. Like there's a foam can party in Cancun. There's a hot guy. He's 6'4". He's chiseled, big abs. Like, he was hot. I was drunk. One thing led to another. Shit can happen, okay? And then, like we were talking about, 14 days after y'all's period, you're feeling something, okay? So, like, sometimes just timing happens. Like, I'm not saying that women plan this shit out or anything, but I'm saying sometimes shit does happen, and a man should never be shamed for having boundaries in his relationship. So I never think that a guy should be in a relationship and be like, hey, babe, you can't go on your girls trips anymore. That's fucking stupid. Yeah. Now, if he starts a relationship, though, and he holds frame, and he says, look, if you want to come and be in the relationship with me, this is one of my boundaries. You're not going to do shit like this. And she can step into that if she so chooses. Or if she steps out of it, she's stepping out of the relationship. And like, so yeah, I'm not sitting here saying that guys should all just put these type of things up, and most guys can't have these type of boundaries. Most guys, they don't have the provisioning. They're just not really masculine enough. They're dorks, or they're just betas, and they'll let their woman do anything. And I actually think that a woman's more likely to disrespect her man if he's not trying to protect her. I think a woman actually likes it when the man, like a real woman that's really in love with a guy, like she wants to go on vacation with her man. She doesn't want to go with the girls. Like,
I've gone on vacations with a guy that I dated.
Yeah, I definitely think that's that's the big thing that everybody disagrees with me about all the time. But what did you have to say about it, though?
About the girl. Well, so this is
just defend it a little bit.
This is me. I'm not really gonna defend it, because when my friends tell me they want to go to Hawaii, or if they just want to go anywhere tropical where I feel like I need to be in dick down, I don't want to go with females. Like, I just don't like,
because that's what makes it fun. Is the dick down part.
Yeah, I want to be with my man. Like, if we're going to Paris and stuff, I want to be with my man. Like, unless we're going for your wedding or something, I don't want to go with you. Like, I'll go to Vegas, I'll go to Miami with you, or whatever the case may be. But all my friends know I don't want to be going out of the country with them.
Yeah. That's honest. Yeah. What about anybody else that had any disagreements with that? Did you?
So I've only ever been on girls trips. I've never been on a vacation before, and like I've
not even flown out.
No. But me and my friends, we went to Jamaica in August, and like I went with two friends that were in relationships, but it's like, I wanted to be a hot girl and they didn't, but they weren't like discouraging. She belongs to the streets. They weren't like discouraging or anything. It's like you're in a relationship and I'm single, so it's like you can't discredit like what I want to do because you got a boyfriend.
Yeah. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes there are good groups of friends, but I like to think in today's world, most people are fucked up. That's just my personal opinion. Like I posted a story the other day that shout out to Rico Hundo, and he was saying that he thinks like 20% of people are good people. So like when y'all get out of a relationship with a good person, y'all are like searching for another person that's up in that top 20%, but then you're dealing with all this trash. You know what I'm saying? And but I honestly think that number is 10%. I've never thought it was 20. I've been saying this for a decade. I've always thought only 10% of people are even worth it. So like that, it's very hard to even just find a good person today. I want to know, what's your opinion as a married man on the girls trips and stuff like that, because I know as you get older, when you're married, I mean, I don't think that that's something I'm gonna hold my whole life. Like if I was married and I was older, I don't think that I would still have those opinions about girls trips and stuff like that. Like, so how does it work for you in your marriage?
Man, every man Find you a woman she don't even want to go out with her friends. She want to go out with you. If you find a woman she don't want to be with her girlfriend, she don't want to take trips, she like to go out, but she want to experience that with you, that's the girl you need to be with. And the reason why is nobody got time to be arguing with no girl. We ain't got no time to be arguing about that.
Mhm.
So find you a woman that like going out with you, experiencing new stuff with you. And I think if you do that, I think that's fine.
It makes it a better relationship. Yeah.
I like what they said. I forgot who said it. You got good friends in relationships that they're respectful.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you get friends, again, I think it's a lot of cap. I think it's a lot of women that y'all probably think wouldn't do it, probably actually are. But having a good, solid group of friends, women friends, it does make a difference. So as long as you get that, I think you're good. But get you a woman that likes to go out with you. I think it makes things easier.
Can you have a guy friend in a relationship?
That is so tricky.
Yeah, that's a good thing to actually bring up. Yeah, let's go around. That was a great question. That was a great question. What do y'all think? Do you think that you can have a guy friend in your relationship? You're in a serious relationship too, like you really love the guy that you're with.
If you guys were friends before the relationship.
Friends before? What about you?
All my friends are guys, and they always tell me if I was their girlfriend, I wouldn't have no guy friends.
They would make you cut it off.
They wouldn't allow that. So they be telling me I ain't gonna never find no man.
We'll see.
This is my thing. So if I knew I was fucking this person that became my friend, then no, he would have to get canceled because I would, I wouldn't even let my man meet that person, knowing that at the end of the day, this fool might get drunk or might get mad and be like telling my dude. So no, I don't think so.
Okay. What about you?
No.
No?
Because same thing. I'm a lot of people who's supposed to be my friends throw shots at my man. Like not shots at my man, but like they would try and get with me if they had the chance. If I was their girl, they would, so
Or one thing led to another, they would do it.
I can't even have mine.
What about you?
I have 2 brothers. I have, out of my 6 close friends, 2 of them are female. So, most of my friends are guys. And so I have a problem with that, which is why I kind of asked that question. I'm not going to stop being friends with people I grew up with, known 10 plus years, just because he's a guy, It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay. And I can understand why some guys do have problems with it, too. So.
Yeah. What do you think?
I definitely think with boundaries. Even if I have known these guys for 10 plus years, because I do have friends that I know for a very long time, I'm going to introduce my man.
Breathing hard in the mic right now.
I'm so listening.
I've been wondering the whole time.
I had to ask. I'm so sorry. Keep going.
Okay, we all can hear. I can introduce my man to my guy friends, and I want my guy friends to be close to whoever my man is.
Yeah. All right. Well, well, yeah. Go ahead.
My friend guys that I meet their girlfriends.
Okay.
Like I meet all their girlfriends, but I just don't see no guy like, come on, let me meet my brothers. And these not like my real brothers. They're gonna be like, girl, I don't want to meet them niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Girl, I don't want to meet them niggas.
She's on point. Here's the thing, y'all. This all goes back to the loyalty thing, like the whole it's called mate guarding. Okay, so when a guy is doesn't want you around other men or anything, this is what literally animals have been doing for all of evolution. There's nothing crazy about it. It's very natural. It's always going to happen. It's the same feeling that I have a 3-year-old daughter. I want to protect her. It's the exact same protection as I have for my daughter that I have for my woman. And so, y'all gotta understand that when a guy does that shit, it's not because he's insecure about your friends or anything like that. It's because he wants to protect the relationship. He cares so much about you that he doesn't want anybody, even he's mate guard. He's making sure nobody's gonna come around and try to fuck it up or do anything. And 9 times out of 10, guys are just sitting around waiting for the chance, waiting for you to come with the on their shoulder or something like that. That most guys are doing that shit, especially today when a lot of guys aren't getting pussy or a lot of guys aren't getting relationships and shit like that. A lot of them are just sitting around just doing that exact thing where they're just beta orbiters, where that's what they're called, where they just orbit y'all, and there's there's nothing attractive about that as a guy. You could have the best guy ever and he sees you as a bunch of beta orbiters and he'll stop talking to you immediately. I actually went out yesterday with one of my close friends and she was kind of talking to me about that, and she has a guy that she really loves, she really wants him so bad, and he won't give her a relationship or take her serious and stuff. And the number one reason why every time he's like, you're friendly, you have too many guys around you. She has too many beta orbiters. Like, most guys don't want that shit. We don't want to be with a girl that has a bunch of guys around her like that.
I got a question for y'all. Because I think it's some cap. So you telling me your male friends, you know for sure that if you said, hey, come get this, they'll say, no, we're just friends, and I want to respect our boundaries.
Yes. Like the male friends that I'm talking, I have some guy friends that do, but I'm talking about like my best friends. Yeah, no.
So
I don't think so.
So is your okay? So your best friend is the guy. So you have this amazing day at work. Things go well. Who you calling your boyfriend or your best friend? See, right there.
Oh, that was way too hard for her to choose.
I'm calling my friends. I'm not gonna lie. I will call my guy friends. I'm not gonna lie.
That's messed up.
I definitely would call my guy friends before my boyfriend.
It just depends. Like maybe I might
calling
call
my
my
man.
Okay, well, what if
Like,
if I told you I called my best friend who's a female, would you feel the same way about?
No.
See,
See,
like,
like,
I feel like
those
I'm
moments
calling
mean
my
something.
man.
Like, babe.
One mic. Go ahead.
Those moments mean something. So that's why I asked that. Like, if a woman is emotionally invested in a dude, you will sleep with that dude at some point, given the opportunity, because you got the foundation. Friendship is the foundation of any relationship. And if you got a best male friend, you have the foundation of something long term. And the truth is that the strength of that friendship will rival anything. You can get married to a dude. That friendship could be stronger than your marriage, and you'll still feel more loyalty toward your You know what I'm talking about? You'll feel more loyalty for that friendship than you do for the relationship with.
No, and guys, like,
I get it.
I want y'all to also understand, I have nothing but friends that are girls. The guys that you're talking about, I'm that guy. My whole course is based around me teaching men how to be friends with women to be able to get women, because so many guys struggle so hard today, and they don't even know how to be friends with them.
Okay, so like, I mean, obviously no, so I can't really ask.
Well,
you, but, like, would your girlfriend feel, or do y'all feel like women feel some type of way about guys that have female friends? Is that different than a girl?
Yeah, I can definitely agree that, like, that could probably bother her and stuff like that, but it all goes back to trust. Like, and I think it just makes me look more like a safe bet. More women around me all the time, me having more friends that are girls just makes me look more like a safe person, more like somebody that is actually, like, has some type of value to be able to have this. It's about showing scarce resources, and most men don't have access to those resources. So if you're one of the few men that has access to abundance of women, then you look very safe compared to a normal guy that could be a rapist or something.
Yeah.
You know.
I got a question.
I want to flip that though, but before we move on. So let's say you got a guy that, I mean, you love this dude. This your dude, and he got that best girlfriend. So, like, when something goes great in his life, he wants to call her. What's your perspective on that?
No.
Where are we starting? Let's start down there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say no just like so quickly, because I've been in a 5-year relationship where my partner at the time had a girl best friend, but I always came first. And I showed him that same respect. So,
No.
Don't call him first. Call your mama first.
No. Go ahead, bro.
I got a response for that. So if that's his best friend, how do you come first? Like, what does that look like?
I mean, but our relationship was good. Like, how do I say this? My relationship with her was good. So if I see her out in public, hey, what's up? How are you doing? Let's get a drink, whatever. Type of
So
thing.
was she attractive?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
No, see, that didn't work
So
for my
she's not?
situation.
No.
See. That's
wasn't his type.
if you notice this, women are okay with men having friends as long as they're not attractive.
Yeah.
That's true.
But if he is, you're a little bit more comfortable. So that's one of the differences. Men, however, we don't care because you don't got to look. Put a paper bag over your head and let's get this work. So it's a little bit different. I pose this question this way because women will accept it as long as there's no threat. If she's not cuter than you, if she doesn't have something you don't have, you're fine with that. But if she's equally, so let's switch it. He has a best friend that's equally as attractive or more. Are you good with him with a best friend?
I feel like
That's a no. Anybody else?
I feel like I'm supposed to be your best friend because you're my best friend.
I feel like I want to say that, but I can't because I know I got guy friends. So, like, I kind of got to be okay with it. But I know, like, my guy friends, now we have a rule, like, I got to meet y'all girlfriends because before the girl he with now, his last girlfriend made him block me. So, like, she wasn't going over that.
So this is something that I like to talk about a lot, though, today, is that people choose friendships over relationships every day. There are so many relationships that fail or just fall apart, and it's because of people choosing their friends. People that aren't going to be there at your fucking deathbed. Your family is going to be at your fucking deathbed. Like, it's crazy to me that people will sacrifice so much for their friends today whenever that's not what's going to make you happy when you're 60. It's going to be looking around at a family reunion and you having a bunch of grandkids.
My man can't have no girl best friend. I've been there
Yeah.
before, and that girl wanted him big.
I'm a very rare person. Like, I have nothing but friends. My whole life, I've had nothing but best friends that were girls. Like, I lived with multiple girls. Like, literally slept in the same bed as them and did not fuck them. Like, my best friends,
Same.
okay? And I'm a very rare person, though, and there's not many men that do that and actually mean it. And even then, I could say, being honest, dude, if one of those girls, like, would have been rolled over and just tried to fuck me, it probably would have happened. Because I'm still a fucking guy at the end of the day. Like, and like, as much as that would have ruined the friendships, probably, yeah. But like at the end of the day, that's something that was always at the back of somebody's mind. Like, it's always gonna be there. So it's just like, and every guy, I think he should have a lot of friends. But yeah, like, it's gonna contradict everything that, like, what we're kind of saying right now. But I teach guys to be friends with girls. Like, I want guys to have tons of friends that are girls. But is that realistic for y'all? If you want to be in a relationship, fuck no. Like, you don't need to have a guy that's like all the way up your ass, because you're choosing him over, like he was saying, you're choosing him over your actual boyfriend, the guy that actually sleeps next to you every night and actually really loves you.
So y'all don't think we should have guy best friends?
No, like, not even a little bit.
What was your question?
No.
Yeah.
What was your question earlier?
I forgot which one.
The one you said, would you be okay if you're...
Oh, if you had a best friend equally as attractive or more?
No, before that one.
I don't remember. I'm 35.
I think it was something along the line of, like, would you be okay if your guy had a female best friend and whenever stuff happened, she was the first one to call?
Yeah.
So I was going to answer that. I think I am the first one that he does call, but he is also the first one that I call. But it's nothing, like, intentional. Like, in different times.
Y'all need to go ahead and be
I want a
together.
diagnosis.
Yeah.
So why aren't you two together?
Do you have a boyfriend right now?
It just...
So next question. So how old is he? Like, in comparison to your age?
A year older. We went to college together. Like, we've been friends for a very long time, but it's just platonic.
So why not be in a relationship with this person you can talk to, you want to share your best moments with? Does he respect you?
Yeah.
Are you attracted to him?
He's not ugly, but, like, it's just, it's not an like, you know,
I get what you're saying.
Hold on. Let's just work with me. So you think he's attractive, you think he's a friend, you are absolutely invested. You are being let me be real with you, and I hope that if you have a boyfriend, I don't want to be disrespectful, but you're going to end up doing something stupid by keeping him friend zoned when that's a person who you can talk to, you can communicate with, you're attracted to him, he's probably attracted to you. What are you waiting? See, this is why women are crazy. Because you would have everything. You would have
front of you.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, so you would have everything you want, and you would friend zone the dude that you can do everything with and still make time for boyfriends. That guy probably is interested in you, but you got him in the friend zone. He doesn't want to come off as disrespectful. So you're wasting your time. So listen, I'm telling you right now, you need to have a serious conversation with him and see where he's at. And don't do something stupid like so many girls keeping great men friend zoned only to get your heart broken by somebody who can never love you with the depth that you want, the depth that you've built with this friend. I just cooked.
And like, and you gotta understand, these guys are never on. Like, I
know you.
Shout out to Torsha. She always says all of y'all are lied to. Like, I feel bad for women today because men lie to y'all. Everybody lies to y'all. There's no reason to be honest to women today. Everybody lies to get something from you or out of you or something. So because of that, you can't fucking trust nobody. When you find somebody that you can trust that's honest with you or anything, you need to take full advantage of it. But that guy, he's not ever going to be honest about that type of shit. Like, if he really loved you or something, he's never going to tell you. Like, he's going to keep there and keep. Well, I mean, he's going to sit there and just but there's no point in doing that.
Right.
Your eyes lit up as we're talking about him.
You don't.
No, listen.
You're
blushing.
And I don't mean to put you on the spot. I'm just saying, like, a lot of ladies, I don't know why you guys do this. It's like you need to keep your friend over here, your man over here. You have an opportunity that a lot of women don't get. That you got a friend who cares. And if he didn't care about you and you have a boyfriend, you're probably putting him through a level of anguish. Now, he should be assertive and say what he needs to say. I can guarantee he's attracted to you. But you're putting him through a level of anguish because he's seeing you give the relationship part to a dude when he is your foundation.
Yeah, you talk to him all the time.
Like, so he's got your back, and you giving somebody else the
Your back.
You see what I mean? Yeah. So I'm saying this. Do you want to be married?
Yeah.
So you need to quit. Wait, you're what, 27?
26.
You're wasting your time. So have a conversation with your friend, see where you guys are at, and you need to let him know how much he means to you. Set that tone, and then let him do the rest, and you will be amazed at what could happen.
I got a genuine question for you too. So back to something that Sergio mentioned earlier today about women having rosters where a girl can be getting the meat, the money, energy, attention, and time from one guy, but giving the sex to a Chad. Is this that similar situation where you got this friend giving the money, energy, attention, and time?
Well, maybe not money, but he gives a lot of energy, attention, and
resources.
time to you.
Yeah, we're just like, it's just a normal friendship. I feel like it's just.
Well, guys need to be careful with that type of stuff because we get emotionally invested. Like we get very emotionally invested. Guys, you gotta realize guys kill themselves at 4 times the rate of women, 9 times the rate after a divorce. So like we are extremely emotional and like we get extremely invested in things, extremely invested in women. So like I feel bad for the guy, kind of like what he's saying. Like he's probably very invested in you, and then he doesn't really get anything out of it in return. I mean, he gets your attention, I guess. He gets to talk to you, but it doesn't really mean a lot.
So can I ask? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask? Do you guys believe that women and men can have a 100% platonic friendship and not have feelings for each other?
He gotta believe it. He in them.
Yeah, I got tons of friends that are girls, and like even so, like here's the thing. Even as like growing up and stuff like that, like I said, I'm a very rare person. Like I think maybe 5% of guys can do something like this. Like it's a very rare thing. It's not something that every guy can do because a lot of guys, it's all about abundance. If you don't have abundance and options, then you sit there and you treat women very differently. Yeah. But I have 4 sisters. I have 2 moms. Like I literally grew up like in a church in a big community of bunch of men and women together and shit.
Are you the only boy?
Of my family? Yes.
So I'll say this, no. So if it's platonic on accident, meaning so you'll know it's platonic if you try to go there and you both say, you know what, I don't want to mess up the friendship. You got a platonic friendship. But if you roll it over and say, come get this, and you know, I'm slipping in, then you know it's not platonic. He's been waiting on that opportunity. And let's be fair, some of y'all got some thought ways as well. You be trying to get it as well from him as well. So it depends on you. You will know if it's platonic. If when you guys have the opportunity to do it, and then you guys choose not to, then it's real platonic. But a lot of y'all saying it's platonic, y'all ain't even been there yet.
Yeah.
So, sir, do you have women friends, or are you allowed to? Like, how does that work?
No. So I have sisters.
Okay.
Yeah. So my wife, first of all, is a little bit crazy. But the other thing is I talk a lot, and a lot of women like to be talked to. So a conversation, you could, in some women's mind, you talk a lot. They've developed something for you based off of conversation. So what I've learned is my friend is my wife. I have sisters and people that I respect and talk to. Be the most attractive person. That's my sister. And that helps to keep boundaries and keep respect. And then just being selfish, you know, is a person who's grown in influence. Ain't nobody about to catch no case with me. You sis. You see what I'm saying? Oh. So I protect myself from the emotional part, but then my reputation as well.
That's very smart, bro. I could agree with that. No. I gotta kind of get to this one last thing, and then we'll do like the last question. I want to know. Actually, no. We'll just go ahead and get to the last part because it might take a little bit. So the last part that I like to do is I like to rate people based off of a number of what I see you as in a relationship. So it's not based off y'all's beauty. 5 is average. So there's nothing wrong with the 5 because there's nothing wrong with being average in a relationship, guys. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. So I'm gonna give y'all a number afterwards. Y'all get to give me a number back. You get to say, well, you were an asshole to your girlfriend earlier, so that makes you a 3. Here's whatever you want. You know?
Is it a scale from 1 to 10? Yeah,
it's 1 to 10. So yeah, y'all get to give me a number back, and then let me know what y'all thought about the show. Also, you know, and Sir Hill, he's also gonna go. We're both gonna do it. I'll start on your end. How old were you again?
27.
So age has a little bit to do with this because I'm just kind of speaking for other guys, I guess, in my position, like high 6-figure earners that are 6 foot tall and, you know, kind of have options. Okay. From my point of view, I don't take girls seriously that are around your age. My girl's 23. I'm 32. Now, like, there are plenty of guys out here that would love somebody like that, but I'm basing my number based off of me personally, you know.
Okay.
So I would probably give you like more like a 4 or a 5, but it's just because of the age thing. Otherwise, you're really good. Like you actually like you're willing to listen. I base a lot of this number based off of how well people were at not interrupting, how well they're at listening, how much they pay attention, stuff like that, because that means that you're coachable, like we were talking about. Very good, you know, wifey material when you're able to sit there and be coached to not argue and interrupt and all that shit. Actually, I'll take you up to like a 5 or a 6, honestly. Like the age, like,
Wow.
and
I'm
like,
flattered.
and as they always say, black don't crack. So like, you're probably gonna look good at a higher age. I got to bring up something else though. There's something called the wall, ladies. I don't know when the wall happens. It's a mental thing for each woman, and it's different for each one of you. It's based off of your own beauty and your own confidence and the amount of men that are coming in and hitting you up. But y'all will hit a wall at a certain point, and that might be at 30, 35, whatever it is, and you're going to realize you're not pulling the amount of men or the quality of men that you were pulling when you were 21. And the big thing that I like to teach on the show is be extremely careful with your body. Protect your womb. Be celibate. And then when you do find the right person, you know, like just just make sure to not give it up. Make sure to vet very hard. Look for red flags. There's a lot of things that people just are kind of skipping today, and you need to like look at all those little details to know, do they have a 401k, shit like that. If there's a special type of guy that you want to be with that's a lawyer or something, you should try to figure out how to work under them. That's another tip that I sometimes give. Go to charity events, go to networking events. That's where you find guys that are on their purpose. But yeah, that's it. Otherwise, you're really good. Like I'm not trying to give you a bad number at all, because you're gonna do really good probably. Like I have a lot of faith that you'll probably be married in the next 5 years. If you want that, do you even want that?
I do want to get married.
Yeah, I think I got faith in you. For you, second time coming back, right? You're a little bit different this time. You listened really well. You're willing to like really just learn everything. I feel like you really came here today, like basically with a notebook open, trying to learn some shit. Especially with Sir Hale here speaking some fire, you know. But yeah, like you're gonna do really good too. Like, how old are you again?
I'm 26.
Yeah, honestly, you're like at a 7, probably, maybe even higher. I really think that you're gonna do good. Like this whole table was really good. Nobody was rude. Nobody interrupted. We didn't have no bullshit. So this whole table did really good when it comes to those type of features, I guess you could say. But yeah, you're doing fine. You'll be great. For you, you're younger, 22, right?
21.
21. Okay, yeah. So I mean, you're already in a relationship too. I always say girls that are in relationships, obviously, you get a good number because you're doing something correct. I don't know what the fuck you're doing correct, but you're doing something correct because you're in a relationship. So you're automatically gonna get like a 7, 8. You're young also, so you're, because of that, your fertility and everything makes you very valuable to most men. Like you could probably leverage yourself to get a really good guy. You're willing to listen. You're willing to change. You're willing to learn. That's all the traits that we need. That's what you're willing to be. You were even saying that like you can understand that sometimes the guy, you know, is gonna have multiple options. And honestly, this sounds fucked up to some people, but in the black community, because men are so sought after, like there's so many people going after y'all's guys in all the races. There's white girls coming after your guys, Hispanic girls coming after your guys. If y'all can accept something like that, sometimes you're more likely to lock down the high value guy. And with today's like world and culture and shit, there's way more people going towards Muslims or Islam, way more people going towards the multiple wives route and shit. So if y'all already get into use of that, or get used to that right now, you might be ahead of everybody else in 10, 20 years. But yeah, I'd give you like a 7 or 8 easily. For you, the only thing that hurts you is your age. Everything else is on point. Like I could tell you're a really good person in a relationship. You're willing to listen. You were very base with a lot of things. Like you already knew what I was gonna say about some things. Like, or you already agreed with it. Like I didn't need to tell you anything. You already fucking knew. You're just you know men. So because of that, you're easily like a 5 or a 6 because of that. The only, like I said, the only thing that hurts you is your age. But otherwise, you're definitely probably going to find a really good guy because you're willing to put in a lot of work for it. And a lot of women don't do that today. So if y'all, yeah, that's another thing. Y'all got to be willing to work and be complimentary to the guy, or else you're never going to get anything. For you, nah, you did good this time. Like I mean, you just had like a little bit of banter back and forth. You did really good. I think like you're a 6 or a 7. Like how old are you?
23.
Yeah, like you're probably 6, 7, almost to 8. Just be prepared to drop those. Like honestly, you got to be prepared to drop like the best friends out of the guys. I had like I'll give you an example. I had a girl that was my best friend since shit. I went to prom with her. We were really close when we were 13, 14, but we became really close at like 16, 17. And I stopped talking to her a couple of years ago because she was blowing my phone up whenever I had a really good girlfriend, and like she was being a little bit weird, a little bit, yeah, she was kind of tripping. And it's like, I kind of have to cut you off because this is awkward, like having to show my girlfriend these crazy long messages you send me all the time. So like, you gotta understand, sometimes you got to like if you're sitting there with your boyfriend watching a movie and your homeboy hits is calling your phone, you're like, oh, 1 second, I gotta go answer this. Like, that shit's fucking weird. Like, I would never be with you then, you know? It's just like, y'all gotta sometimes see it from like the guy's point of view or something, you know? And the thing is, I have tons of girlfriends, but they're my acquaintances. Like, I just went and did some work with one of them yesterday. Like, this is a business usually thing. Like, 9 times out of 10, we're not going to do stuff for fun. Like, you're my homegirl. Like, if I was single, don't get me wrong, all my homegirls, I'm going out with all of them again. We're going doing all this fun stuff. But in our relationship, my girl is my number one priority of everything. Like, I'm not gonna fucking go and get brunch with the girls or anything. No, like, no. And if anything, she's coming with me to anything I'm doing. But we don't even do anything. I spend all my time with her. That's my queen. No other girl. That's how it's supposed to be.
We love that.
But yeah, for you, you did really good. You came here before, right? No? You look so much like somebody else that's came on before. But no, you did really good, and you listened really well. It seems like you came here already once because you already kind of like were willing to listen and understand and everything. Honestly, how old are you again?
26.
Yeah, like honestly, you get a good score, 6-7. Like y'all are, like I said, this is a really good table. Like, we don't get a lot of table. Like, sometimes it's very bad where everybody's interrupting every 5 seconds. So thank y'all so much. This is a great table because of that. But yeah, I have faith that you'll be fine too. You're really beautiful. You're gonna find a great guy probably. No, this is really everybody at this table is really beautiful. For you, bro, go ahead and just hit her first or hit her first. Whichever one you want to do first.
So he's scoring us too.
Yeah, he's gonna do the same thing. Based on a relationship. Your number based on a relationship.
Okay, so is it okay for me to just? Because I don't really have. I argue with your ratings. So with you,
yeah, just give him critique if you want.
You're super sweet. So, I hope that you prioritize marriage earlier rather than later. Like I said, you're beautiful. You have a really nice mind, and you listen very well. I know a lot of ladies who don't listen. You be like, lady, can you hear what I'm saying? Right. And you took time to hear everybody and then to respond to what was said, and then you came back with a question. That's like a huge skill that men who are ambitious need. So I would rate, if I had to rate you in terms of, this is like their abilities to be in a relationship. Like, I would say you're about an 8. Like, you're definitely about an 8. So, look, so you ain't got no time to waste. Like, you could be married soon if you wanted that. So I think you should put a value on that and not waste your time. And don't go after what you're used to going after. Go after what you want 10 years from now.
Oh my God, it's funny that you said.
Talk.
It's funny that you said that because I've recently been trying to unlearn my type.
Yeah.
Because my type has not been working.
I've never heard that. That's a good thing to do.
So
unlearn your type.
I really don't like when people ask me like, "What's my type?" I'm like, I'm not going to tell you that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to pretend, and then
you're gonna project it.
Right.
See, I'll tell you something. That mindset, you probably hear very few women say something like that, because a lot of women are married to what they want now, and they want everything to work out that way. So the fact that you're willing to go deep like that, you're way ahead of the game. So shout out to you. So much respect to you, lady. Call that dude today.
Man,
hey, as soon as you, and I'm being serious.
After.
Like, I'm being serious. As soon as you leave here, call that dude, because I think what you're doing is you're protecting what you have. You don't want to ruin what it already is. So just keep it like it is, and I keep that. You have something that most. How many women will want a best friend that you could talk to and trust? Everybody, right? So you got that. So I say you should take this opportunity and explore the way you do this. So don't go here and say, hey, man, why we ain't nothing. Like, you need to really start off with how much you appreciate him. Like, if you set that foundation, he's going to do the rest, right? And that's all you want, right? So tell him how much you appreciate him and take it from there. And then let us know.
That's amazing advice, too. Just the appreciation thing. That is amazing advice, honestly. Yeah, because that's all you have to do is show that, and he will do everything after.
Yeah. So can I trust you?
Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes.
I want to know too.
We're all gonna need an update on the story in a couple of days, huh?
Yeah, seriously. Like I said, you should really hit Sergio up, because this is dope. This is what he did the shows for, to bring out things like this. So it'll be amazing. We have something great.
Yeah, I want people to find love in real relationships, and that's how you find them. You're not gonna find them, like not giving those type of people the time of day that really do care about you.
Yeah.
Yep. And you love them. You sparkle when we brought him up there. Like, oh my God, girl. Like you sparkle when we talked about him.
Oh yeah, that's my best friend.
And that should be your husband. Right. So, all right. So to you, you're very sweet, but you're gonna have to work on your energy, like, because you could be like a dude. I'm gonna go get it and take care of it myself. And so if you want a strong dude, you're going to have to kind of man down. So that means you got to be able to embrace your femininity. You already got the beauty. You already have the charisma and the ability to talk. So you have that part. It's just that energy, because you'll go do it yourself, right? And for a masculine man, you don't want to be butting heads on who's going to take care of what. So you're going to have to be okay with having the ability to go do it all, but then stepping back and letting that man be a man. Yep. And then once you do that, then you're going to be fine. 21, 26, this is prime age for you guys to be looking for marriage now. So don't waste your years. Don't waste your beauty. Beauty is an investment. So you invest your beauty early, and that beauty that you are now, even when you're 60, that man is going to see the version of you now, even at 60, you will always be beautiful to him. So invest that beauty. Okay.
Okay, bet.
You Miss Country, like a sweet person. Like I said, you're 34. You're at a very good age. This is the opportunity for you to make sure that you haven't learned stuff that's prevented you from marriage as well. I'd say one of the things that you're going to run into is your mind runs at 100 miles an hour. So you think, like you think through a whole lot of stuff, and sometimes that can come off as chaotic. So I think what you have to do is slow down a bit, know what you want, and don't blow up stuff. Because it's, I don't know you, but I can tell, like, if you feel something or you sense something, you running with that, and then you gotta bring it all back in.
That's funny you said that, because in my current situation, I said I was going to learn to work through things instead of creating my own narrative.
Hey, I'm good at what I do.
You're good, bro.
You're
Okay, good. Yeah, so you're on the right path, because do you want to be a wife?
Of course.
So wives possess a particular skill that other women don't: your calmness. So if you can be a woman of calm and peace, a man who's looking for that will find you.
I mean, I'm very peaceful, really, in my life, just in my personal life now. So with him, I've been told him twice in the last 48 hours how much I just appreciate him communicating with me effectively. Like you're supposed to do that, but still, you had to want to do that to me. So I wanted you to know that I'm appreciative of that from you.
Yes,
So,
just so, oh, sweetheart. All right, good. You, Miss Country, you're a very sweet person. So you have the only thing for you is your friendships. Like you have a genuine heart. So when you have friends, you mean friend. Those friends want to sleep with you, and I'm just being honest with you. Unless something's wrong with them, like something wrong with them, you can't be sweet and kind and nurturing in a masculine man not want that in some way. So the friends that are hanging around, they're getting the benefit of that feminine energy that you have. So they're getting something out of it as well. If you want to be married, you're going to have to be okay with shifting that and letting your friends still know them. But you got a man now. And that man you developing that foundation is going to require the friend energy you were giving them. You got to put all of that into your relationship, and you got to rest in that. And you got to stop defending your friends to your man, because you'll always be in conflict that way. I'm on to something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. So right, so because you'll find yourself in conflict, and you'll find yourself married to your friends until they get married, right? So you got to take that energy back, put that into your man, and then your man's gonna put that back into you. Yeah. Do you want to be married?
I do.
Yeah. So have you seen a lot in your life? Have you seen successful marriages? You've seen breakups?
No, I actually haven't seen like any successful marriages, honestly.
I could tell. The reason I asked you that is because you kind of like let's let it happen. We'll see. Let me go have fun. Let me go explore, because you haven't. So you don't have any direction. And the problem with not having direction is you waste time. So you're already smart. You're already sweet. What'll happen is over the next 3 to 5 years, you'll just explore. You have a good time. Go to Jamaica. Go travel. You're gonna rack up bodies, waste your time, and then you're gonna rack up heartbreak. And the sweet lady you are now will be dead, because the time that you just used to explore, that you should have had direction, you wasted that time. So you got to get around some married women, and get around some attractive married women, right? Because pretty women who are married, they conduct themselves a different way. They see life a different way. They're not just getting through life, they're doing something. So get around those kind of successful women, and then learn those ways, and then I think you're going to find more success with finding a man. Good. And that's it for me.
Bro,
Sergio, I got something I want to say for you, man.
Yeah, go for it.
If I'm rating you, about a 3 or a 4. And here's no, I'm kidding. Man. I'll go.
I always like to say though, guys, I preach relationships all day long, but I'm not perfect, and nobody is perfect in a relationship. And sometimes what's sad today is a lot of people shoot for this perfection, and it's not real. It's not a thing. Like a lot of people are 5s or 6s, but they're shooting for 9s and 10s, and it's because of social media. We see all this beautiful vanity and all this stuff, and we think we deserve that. And the biggest thing I like to teach people is, there's nothing wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, you don't want to settle, but there's nothing wrong with the guy that makes 50K. That works in plumbing or HVAC, and he's gonna make 100K. He's gonna be a journeyman in 10 years. There's certain cases where you need to realize you're not exactly settling. You're investing in the future. But nobody's perfect. That's the biggest thing. I'm never perfect. I always love to say on the show, I'm like a 3, 4, or 5, honestly, in a relationship, because I'm not perfect. I argue, I make mistakes. I'm not as stoic as I should be as a man. I'm not always in my masculine frame like I should be. And my girlfriend's not perfect either. She's not ever going to be like a perfect star that's never going to be, but that is love, and that is relationship, is going through all those waves.
And acceptance.
Sergio, you know what's good about you? I'm saying, what's good about you is the fact that you care about people. So a lot of people can just do these shows, but you can tell you genuinely care about people, and that translates in the fact that you talk about relationships. So, like you're a rock star, man. Like we inbox each other back and forth, but just I'm saying this publicly, man. Like you bringing and talking about this with this depth, and then doing your research. Much respect to you, bro.
Dude, thank you so much. And you're one of my biggest inspirations, because there's not enough men that are married on the internet that are teaching people how to be wives and how to be husbands. There's not enough of it. If y'all find a good person on the internet, if y'all find a good woman that is a wife and teaching y'all how to be wives, start looking at their content, watch their stuff. That's going to change your life more than anything else in this world, y'all. If you're a guy who's watching and you want to be married one day, you need to learn from a husband, guys. So please start watching him and check him out. Man, I thank you so much. Like, you're always the best, bro. Ladies, I'm gonna let y'all come back and just give us numbers really quick. It's kind of getting to the end. I don't know if anybody had to leave like right around the closing time, but so we'll do it kind of quick. Just give me a number really quick, and give him a number really quick of how he'd be in a relationship, and just a quick critique and what you thought about the show.
So like from the conversation, I would probably say like an 8 for both of you. I feel like you guys are both very honest and like communicate well. So I think the show is really, really well. Like I wasn't expecting this, I was a little bit nervous. I've never been on like live podcast before, but it was good. I would like to come back.
Oh, thank you. That's my biggest thing I always want to know is, will y'all come back? So yes, thank you. What about you? Give me a number, give him a number really quick, and then what you thought about the show.
I'll say both of y'all are probably like high numbers, like 9s, because you're married, so clearly
he's killing it. Yeah,
exactly. And then you just like read all of our future or something, psychic.
Hey, I'm a praying man.
That part.
And I love the show.
Yeah.
I actually do.
Yeah. No, thank you. And I want you to come back again. What I like to say, ladies, is a lot of the stats I like to bring out about evolutionary biology and stuff, I only get to 25-30% of it during every show. So please come back so we can talk about more of these things. Like we barely breach the surface of all the truth that will make y'all better at dating. And there's just so much to learn. But no, thank you. What about you? Give us a number and what you thought about the show.
Well, I'm not going to give you guys personal numbers, but I will say the experience on this show was a 7, because I don't agree with everything, but I do think it was a 7.
It's worth the conversation, though. Yeah, it's always good to just talk about it. And that's another thing, guys. It's so messed up in this world, because if people disagree, it's like, I hate you and we can't have a conversation anymore. It's like, no. This is the greatest thing. Like, we can conversate. We can disagree on things. Like, the world needs to get better at these type of things, is having these type of conversations and not hating each other afterwards. What about for you? Give us a number and what you thought about the show. Thank you for coming back in.
Yes, I think my number for you went up. I don't remember what I gave you last time, but I will give you like a 7, 8 right now. Because I got to hear more of your mind a little bit. And I'll give you a 9. I think both of y'all made some valid points. Y'all gave some pretty good feedback and critique of everybody today, but some things caught me a little, y'all gonna see in the video. I was kind of looking at y'all crazy sometimes.
Yeah, we'll make clips of it. We'll have to put your face in a bunch of the clips.
Sure. But yeah, y'all killing it.
No, thank you, and please come back again.
And I hope to be back.
Yeah. Please, so. I want you to come back again. What about you? Give us a number and what you thought about the show.
I'm gonna give you a 7. I'm gonna give you an 8. because you read me, and then you because of the whole Miami trip, the trip thing. You know, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I love the show. Of course, I would come back.
Yeah. Thank you. Please do. No. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'd give both of you guys about a 7. Just like Rose, I was making some faces a couple of times, but I really enjoyed it. I loved hearing everybody's perspectives. You just grow from getting different opinions and things like that, and I would love to come back.
Yeah. And I always like to also say, guys, there's always the exception to the rule. Like, I may say a stat, but y'all can definitely be the exception. There's definitely the exception to the rule, but this is a podcast. It is on YouTube. It is online. So I do like to talk to the 51%, the majority. I like to give advice for the majority. But yeah, just so everybody kind of understands the banter and the back and forth and why we can disagree so much. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming. This was like a really beautiful, awesome panel, honestly. I really can't say thank you enough, especially after we had so many weeks or like a couple weeks without a panel. This was a really fire one. Sir Hill, bro, shout out to you again, man. Go ahead and put his Instagram up on the screen so we can see it. Oh yeah, we gotta read our super chats really quick.
Well.
But yeah, let me fly through these super chats really quick. Sorry about that, guys. I totally fucking forgot about them. We got $5 from Black Man Unfiltered. Wigs are winning. The lashes are as well. They have more respect for those items than any men.
LOL.
No cap.
But
Did somebody say right? Like,
dude, Black Man Unfiltered is literally unfiltered. He is unfiltered as fuck. Yeah. All right, what's the next one? $10 from Tomo Jig and New Zealand. Wifey material test. Name 3 capitals for tradition. Okay, 3 like 3 capitals. Can somebody name
What you mean? Capitals of
a city?
state?
Yeah. Can anybody just name?
Jackson,
Austin,
Mississippi is the capital.
Austin.
Y'all are just naming the states they are from.
Exactly.
Okay, bro. I think you won that battle because
Capital
they
ABC.
didn't have
What,
it.
like,
Zora's lost $2. Why should a man wife you at 30 plus being ran through and old? How do you know they're ran through, bro?
That was
He always
Hey, I gotta start bringing up this stat though. If we want to be factual about it, bro.
I like the fact that y'all worried about me.
Yeah, but if you want to be factual, bro, most women, I think the statistic I read the other day was like most women have 15 or less bodies. Like when you really look at the thing, that's not as bad as most guys are assuming on the internet right now, bro.
No
And,
abortions over here.
So because I'm in the same space as you, and yeah, a lot of guys aren't spewing that stat because nobody wants to talk about how women actually aren't as ran through as we think they are. Go ahead and next one, $5. Hold it down, my brother, Sir Hell. If you need me, text me. I'm on my way, dude. Yeah. This was a tame show, bro. When you come back, you know I'm gonna have to schedule some good girls for you, bro.
I want to be on his.
Dude, yeah, his are good every time.
Gotta be.
What's the next one? $5 from JD. If your man tells you to stop talking to your man's friends, would you do it?
We already said it.
Yeah, I mean, some of them were in the middle about it. Some of them wanted to. What's the next? We got $1 from Brooke. I don't know what it is, but thank you, bro. I really appreciate you. I've never seen your name on here, but I appreciate you if you're new. Oh, $5 from the same guy. Brooke Waldo Sadik. Single girls need guy friends. Men offer utility. Women don't offer any utility. How many girlfriends will change your tire?
Come on,
Brooke. My
Come
boy,
on.
I agree with you that women don't offer you utility, but they offer you pre-selection. So as a guy, if you're a guy that can't get any girls at all, or like you literally just have nothing around you to make yourself look like a safe bet to other women, you need to have girlfriends because you look like a fucking rapist or like somebody that's gonna do something weird, man.
Great.
Like seriously, yeah. We're not allowed to say the actual word, so we gotta mix in the grape a little bit.
Great.
Huh.
Oh, I.
But
get
yeah,
it.
$10 from Jameezy. W Purple Pill Pod, 20K on the way. Yeah, bro, let's go. We gotta get that 20K. Everybody, please share it up. And guys, I really gotta plug in like my first plug in Sir Hale. Yes, we gotta check out Sir Hale. But I also want to plug my mentoring course, guys. I'm raising the price right now. I got it at $1,000. It is going up to $2,000 next week. It is going to keep moving up as more people are joining it because I don't have the time to take care of people. So if you're a guy who's struggling, please hit me up. The whole point of my course is to teach you how to get girls, and actually pretty girls that aren't hoes, the ones that y'all actually want, not the Instagram girls, not all the bullshit. I'm not going to teach you how to do dating apps. I'm going to teach you how to do this in real life. So don't come and pay for it unless you're ready to be yelled at, because I'm literally going to be on y'all's ass if you sign up. It's a hardcore mentorship. It's not for the pussies. But yeah, if anybody wants to do
My
that,
daddy
please hit me
needs
up.
to sign up.
Your daddy needs
ASAP.
ASAP. Yeah, I'll turn him from a simp to a pimp. But yeah, I appreciate you again so much, bro. Thank y'all.
Bro.
Thank y'all all, ladies. This was a really fire panel. And yeah, guys, we will see y'all on Wednesday. We're gonna do the dating show. I should have a couple really beautiful ladies for the dating show on Wednesday, so hopefully that ends up working out, guys. But yeah, we will see y'all again. Peace the fuck out. Later.
Bye.
What?
Follow us on IG.
Yeah, follow the ladies. It's in the description.
Great show.
Good job, you guys.
Is it
Stop
freezing?
rolling, right?
It's okay. It just look cute.
No, I think it froze.
It's moving.
That time's still going.
Yeah, we still.
Well, hey y'all, we still here.
At brown skin,
Follow-
period, LYN.
At perspective of _ me.
At Crystal Initial _
Schwest.
All right.
Yeah, check it out.
2.0.
What?
Cash App sign.
No, for real.